Pat, I can't do the podcast today. I'm canceling. I have to cancel.
Oh, no.
I can't. I'm tired. I think I might have Lyme disease. I am so sick of not having Lyme disease. I am so sick of not being famous enough to have Lyme disease. I am so sick of being the only person that does not have Lyme disease. Last week, I got a little flack. You guys gave me a little bit of lip because you're like, why are you spending all this time on one topic? Because I'm mentally ill. That's why. I had all this stuff I wanted to talk about. And then Pat, the biggest mistake I make professionally is that I don't block Pat on text because it is just like, here's a link and here's a thing. And then he'll send me like all these interesting articles that I want to like read and talk about on the podcast. And now I'm in a wormhole on Justin Timberlake's Lyme disease. Now, if you want to make sure 3 days of my life is miserable, bring up Lyme disease to me. If you want to ruin my weekend, send me a link about a celebrity with Lyme disease. Pat was just like, things are going too good for Whitney this week. She seems like she's in a good mood. And then he just air bombs me. It was like early in the morning too. Sometimes I'll like text Pat at like 3 in the morning and he'll text back like right away. And I'm like, oh. Looks like we're both up. It's like Sleepless in Seattle. We're like, oh. So here's the thing. Everyone's talking about Justin Timberlake with Lyme disease. I agree. All right. Whenever everyone's talking about something that seems like it could kind of be like maybe like the 5th article on justjared.com. Like it doesn't seem like that big of a deal. Is there something else going on? Now, listen, I know people that really do have Lyme disease and I know that it is real. Some people have the thing and some people need the diagnosis for the thing, okay? Some people have the thing. When I hear someone has Lyme disease, my first reaction is like, oh, is there movie bombing? Like not selling tickets on their tour. Oh, our waitresses on TikTok going around with some stories about how they don't tip well. Like what is? Lyme disease is one of those things that also is so politicized at this point because it's like one side is like, oh, it's a debilitating disease that rich people get after flying private to the Hamptons after their global warming volunteer work. And the other people are like, oh, it's a bioweapon to take out the Illuminati. So there's no way to even talk about Lyme disease. And I'm obsessed with things that are like this oddly incendiary because here's the thing. Lyme disease, if it's a bioweapon, the fact that it just makes you really tired is so funny. I didn't even think that was an option. That if someone's making a bioweapon, they're like, oh, no. We don't want them gone. We just want them really groggy. Like if Bill Cosby invented a bioweapon. Like, that's it. It just makes you super tie-tie. It's like, truly, was Bill Cosby like, do you know any single women with Lyme disease? You live in the Hamptons? Do you love to hike? When someone admits something, I can only see the other thing they admitted by accident simultaneously. Like when you admit you have Lyme disease, you're also admitting that you don't take showers very often. Now, my understanding is that it has to be on your body for 3 days. So basically, of course, you are telling people that you left a succubus parasite bag of blood on your body way too long and just didn't notice, which probably means you're taking other things that make you sleepy also. So it's hard to delineate like the variables. Also, does this just mean that do people not wash their crap? Like we need to like get down to some basics because I think that the way you do anything is the way you do everything. Are we not washing our crevices? I really do need to give a tutorial on hygiene, I believe. If you're not using an exfoliating mitt every day, I think you should be in jail, okay? Justin Timberlake had a tick on him for 3 days. The good news is he's not cheating. A side chick would have found that tick and been like, sir, side chicks don't get to they only get the crevices. They're relegated to where the ticks burrow, and that's it. Kaylee with 2 E's would have found this tick. So at least he's not. Girls from the South, they feel for ticks every night before bed. He's like, oh, excuse me, what are you doing? She's like, no, I'm looking for ticks. We're not hooking up. I did have an experience with Lyme disease, and as you know, I cannot let go of issues that like divide us left and right, and that are some kind of verisimilitude of like a distraction from something else or something that doesn't seem like that big of a deal. And it's such a big deal, and it's Lyme disease. Here's the thing. I went to the Hamptons a couple times, both times against my will. I had a tick on me. No big deal. I see a tick and I'm like, oh, I got all the time in the world. In Virginia, you kind of let them get big and gray so that when you pop them, it's like splat. It's like funny. Get a knife, like, gah. I like a big tick. So I had this tick on me in the Hamptons. I'm delicious. It chose me. I posted about it online. How can I not? The way people reached out to me, okay, as someone who lost my mother and father publicly, crickets, okay, I've gone through, just had a child, a little fanfare. I have a tick. Some of the most impressive, successful people in the world, the most famous people who I would do anything to be in their movies. I would do anything to like get some career advice from them or have them on the podcast. They're calling my cell phone directly. They're like, you need to get that tick and put it in a bag and take it to the doctor. Take it to the Mayo Clinic. I'm sending a jet now for the tick. We're going to find the best doctor in the world to assess this tick. Take it to a surgeon. We need to get it operated on, get the tick health care. We're going to put the tick at the front of the line. I'm like, what? So if it's in the Hamptons or Connecticut, you have to take the tick to have it get tested. Like, first of all, why are you worried about the tick? Why? Because I had to suck my blood? You're like, oh no. That tick's just gonna be all over. Look, if any bug ingests my blood, it will be able to focus. Okay, I'll tell you that much. For reasons that I can't say on YouTube. Look, they say like, look for the ring. Everyone's like, do you have a ring? Or do you have a ring? I'm getting text, do you have a ring? Okay, first of all, you know me and my personality. I have no rings anywhere on my body, and I probably never will. Let's not rub it in with the rings, okay? So, the Hamptons. The Hamptons is fascinating to me for a million reasons. It is important because it's where all the world leaders go to vacation. All right? There's something going on there. Remember there was a fire this past year in the Hamptons and Palm Beach and Malibu, like all the places that these people, you have to understand where the most powerful people in the world vacation to understand what's going on in the world. There is a strong chance the world's falling apart because all of our leaders have Lyme disease. So the point is, Justin Timberlake got a DUI in the Hamptons. Can we cancel this place? I'm just gonna say, Hamptons is the 7th ring of hell, all right? I'm kind of on the tick side at this point. Whoever invented Lyme as a bioweapon, if that's what you believe, or whatever species evolved to make the little disease that made humans super tired, picked the Hamptons. They spent time there and they were like, we've got to stop these people. It's just this area. Like, this area of people needs to just calm down. The Hamptons is important to understand. It's old money, politicians, celebrities, Nepo babies, and Tim Dillon. At this point, okay? They cosplay being farmers. They all have crazy money, but they like pretend they like buy fruit at a fruit stand. And, you know, they like have a wagon. They like to dress up like they're in Yellowstone for a couple weeks out of the year so they can get a picture with a horse for social media. Hey, everyone in the Hamptons, listen very carefully. Your horses hate you. I've seen the photos. Their ears are back. Their head is down. It's like quaint and rustic, even though all the quaint and rustic things were bought at Sotheby's, like for $8 million, not money laundering at all. And all the kids that work at the fruit stands have freckles. It's basically a eugenics program. Like, all the kids have freckles. I'll stop on the Hamptons at some point. I just do think you should know that the politicians that pretend to work for you a couple weeks out of the year dress up like you, like it's Halloween, and like pretend they like are farmers. I think it's important. People are like the Illuminati, they have seances and they have it's worse than that. They pay $7 for apples at a fruit stand. You know who pretended to be like a earthy rancher? Ghislaine Maxwell. Horses hate people who don't know who they are. I can tell everything I need to know about you based on what the horse looks like in your selfie with the horse. Oh, you're gonna run for office soon? Is that it? That's why they go to the Hamptons, so I can think like photos with horses and barns and stuff. Like it's a set for politicians to go safely, so they don't have to be around any like normal, regular, common folk. They want to be so far away from regular people that they go to a place where they know it's riddled with Lyme disease, and they still go. To them, it is worth the risk. They are so disgusted by the idea of running into someone who is not capable of going into this insulated, rich bubble. They'd rather possibly get neurological damage forever than go to a resort or a vacation spot where they could possibly cross paths with someone who isn't famous. They would rather a bug crawl up into their sphincter and make them forget their whole private school childhood instead of risk running into someone who is not a billionaire.
Are there people in the Hamptons dealing ticks
I don't hate it.
Administer them?
I don't hate it.
You can invite people that you know from work. Maybe they're in your way.
Outdoor cocktail
come
party.
out to the cabin.
Anyone,
oh, you drank, you passed out.
Flick a tick. Flick a tick. Well, that is what I heard, how like future like assassinations will happen now that we've like spit into tubes and given them all to China and it's going to be public record. It's like if you're allergic to bees, you know, someone just like throw a bee at you. That's how bees work. It's like a lawn dart.
You go in your pocket, you get your bees out of your pocket.
Do you have the bees? Do you have the bees? Why else would you go to this place? It's honestly not that nice. I'm sorry. It's just, it's not nice enough. There's something else going on. I do believe that when you're that rich and you have that much, your kink becomes something else. Your kink, like it could be the ego of all these people who are like, wait, Ben Stiller has it? Wait, Ben Stiller has Lyme disease? So wait, the ticks picked Ben above me? Oh, just like Spielberg. Is there anyone that doesn't pick? Alec Baldwin has it, but I don't? Can you get my agent to get some ticks at my house right now? When is Alec Baldwin gonna stop stealing my thought? I'll show him. I will go sleep naked in the Southampton, covered in peanut butter or whatever ticks like it. I need you to point out that we have been looking up to people who are hardcore dopamine adrenaline addicts who might possibly have toxoplasmosis, which is the disease that breeds in the stomach of cats, right? So it makes your amygdala deactivated and it makes you crave fear or like crave dangerous things. Like rats will try to get close to cats to eat it. A lot of people that like, you know, are like rock climbers and like do, you know, wild stuff have toxoplasmosis. And to want to be around that kind of danger, such avoidable danger. The Poconos, beautiful. Virginia Beach, beautiful. No ticks. Florida, gorgeous. No one's like, I should vote for that guy. He's pretending to farm. Like, if you live in a city, people in the country will never think you're a normal person. They think you're a lizard. That seems to be the going theory about people who live in cities. People who live in the country think it's properly insane that rich people choose to live in cities when they could have tons of land. Imagine. Like, you could live anywhere, and you chose to live in the sky with people walking around, hearing other people walk around, someone else's TV, where you walk out on the street in the city, you get human and rat urine on your shoes, then you walk back into your house into the sky. The actual plot of a recurring nightmare I had as a kid is your real estate portfolio. That is a fly that is on the microphone.
You're watching the reanimated corpse of Whitney Cummings.
Mommy? Papa? It's literally like, I don't know what to feed you, buddy. I don't know what you want. I don't know what I could really give you. Oh, do you want some of this, my strawberry?
A little capful.
I don't know how I thought that was going to go. That was so crazy. Here. I'm like, why do I have ants in my house? Come here, buddy. Here, buddy. Come on. Come on, bud. Blip, 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 blip. Blip, 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 blip. Hello, Mr. Man. Do you want me to just put it on the thing? On the microphone? There. It's going to ruin the expensive equipment. So one fly that's about to die anyway. Oh man, rejected by a fly. That hurts, man. The actual plot of a recurring nightmare I had as a kid is your literal real estate portfolio. You choose to live in a place where every morning you get into an elevator with someone you do not talk to, who you pretend isn't standing there. This is why I live in a holler in Topanga in California, in the middle of the woods with no Wi-Fi that is truly always on fire. Yeah, did a raccoon just destroy my vintage truck? Yes, it did. Still better than waking up and pretending I don't see someone standing 2 feet away from me in a coffin hanging from a skyscraper built by a drunk people in the 1920s. If I had New York City high-rise money, I would never ignore anyone again. I'd finally be able to say what I want at all times. I'd walk around the world just calling out things I found. I'd be like, hey, you, why are you wearing a scarf with a tank top? What's with the mini shorts and Uggs? There's this thing called the weather report, and it will tell you how to prepare for your day, because when you dress like that, it's exhausting to me. When you wear a sweater turtleneck with the shoulders cut out, pick a lane. I don't know if I'm in danger when I'm around you because you're obviously not able to perceive reality or prepare for like very basic things like the elements. The person with a tank top and a scarf, I will take time to pull you aside and have this uncomfortable conversation, because you're also the type of person who's going to post pictures of yourself online. The problem with these photos you're posting online is that our enemies might see them. This is why they don't take us seriously on the world stage. I'd be like, hey, sir, cut your bangs. Men shouldn't have fluffy bangs. Hey, lady, grow out your bangs. I would just go like, grow them out, cut them, grow them out, cut them. Russia might see this. China might see, you guys, everyone. That's all I would do all day.
Would we be any better than the enemy?
I'm just saying.
If we had you going around telling everybody how to cut their hair.
It's worth a shot. Give me a shot. Put me in, coach. Hey guys, this episode is sponsored by goPure. Most people take care of their face, but the neck, not so much. It's often overlooked, even though the skin there is thinner, more delicate, and it ages faster. goPure created the Tighten and Lift Neck Cream specifically for that area that visibly firms, hydrates your neck and your jawline. Look at my neck, you guys. I mean, doesn't it look like someone's like, you know, like when a dog bites their young and like, doesn't it feel like I just have like a chip clip holding my neck back? No, that's just my neck. That's because it's powered by ingredients that work together to support elasticity and improve the appearance of crepey skin with consistent use. It's dermatologist-tested, cruelty-free, and made without synthetic fragrance. Also known as like no poison. Isn't it weird that now we're like, we can just be like, hey, no poison in this one. And guess what? It works. Good. Like I love the products like just recently we're like, should we start just like working? Like, what if we just made stuff that like worked? Should we just like see what happens if we stop putting like poison and stuff? Like maybe we can charge less money because we don't have to like save it all for like lawsuits later. I don't know. All I know is that I look amazing and I'm wearing like a little cute shell necklace just to really draw attention to my taut neck. Okay, whether you're looking to smooth out fine lines or just give your skin the support it needs, this is a smart place to start. You know what? I'm going to move the microphone so you can see my neck as I say this, Pat.
I say visit goPure Beauty.
Okay, I'm showing off my neck. No one cares about this site. They want to look at my neck.
You're talking right now?
They want to. They want to see if this thing works. Hey, Pat, my eyes are up here.
Hey, my neck is down here.
My neck. It'll make your neck look so good, guys won't even look at your boobs. Go to gopurebeauty.com/Whitney. Use code Whitney for 25% off your neck. If you want 25% off your neck and your order, go to gopurebeauty.com/Whitney, code Whitney. Hey guys, this episode is brought to you by Home Chef because I am not a chef at home, and Home Chef knows that I am the perfect spokesperson for it. You don't even need to be busy to want Home Chef in your life, okay? They deliver fresh, pre-proportioned ingredients, simple step-by-step recipes straight to your door. Because you know what? Women don't belong in the kitchen anymore. They belong on social media, and they belong on live streaming. They are playing video games on the internet, and they're on boats.
They're out there buying crypto wallets.
We're buying ethereal coins. We don't care about you and your being useful. We don't have time. We're getting deals. We're building brands. These meals take 30 minutes or less. You don't need any special equipment or experience. You don't even need to have had a sober mom growing up. There are options for every lifestyle: calorie conscious, vegetarian, oven ready, or meals for picky eaters, because women don't have to have decided who we are or what our thing is yet and if we want to be vegetarian or not, okay? You can skip weeks. You can pause deliveries. If we can do whatever we want. You can change your preferences. They get it. Home Chef is offering 50% off your first box plus a free dessert for life. Just stay subscribed to keep receiving it. We don't have to commit to a man or to learning how to cook, but I will commit to subscribing to a service that makes it so I don't have to. Go to homechef.com/Whitney to redeem the offer. That's homechef.com/Whitney. Make dinner easy and actually good. Home Chef will make your sandwich, sir. Hot off the presses, zeitgeisty story about Justin Timberlake's Lyme disease. It's important. Listen, the point is he had to stop touring. And the big question here is, why was he touring? Why are you touring? Can anyone take a break? Can anyone take a break? Well, listen, he's like, I'm struggling with Lyme. I've been tired. The shows have been off. And what? Why are you doing shows while you're struggling with Lyme disease? What? Can I just... What do entertainers think that we won't survive if we don't see them dance? I'm just trying to understand the way that am I missing something?
Do you feel euphoric when you have a great show and you have a big room of people clapping for you?
Comedy is different because it's important. Comedy is to me, a conversation with people where we try to figure out if we're all losing our minds or not. And the idea is we all leave being okay, all right, maybe I'm not so crazy, and you actually laugh at things in your, at least the way I do comedy is more you find out more about yourself. You're not just watching someone perform and you know all the words already and it's more like a hypnosis or something, or it's just oh, this is the closest I'll ever get to this person. Any comedian, you can hug any comedian whenever you want. You can find a stand-up comedian whenever you want in a hallway. They're accessible to you. Musicians aren't. Why is Justin Timberlake doing shows with Lyme disease? It's important that we understand how powerful people perceive everyone else. And I think we are perceived as people that can't go on unless we watch a rich person dance. Justin Timberlake, how did this even get to you? Hey, Justin, want a tour? Why did you even see that email? Should I go on tour? He just emailed me. What am I gonna? I should probably plan a tour. I will not respond an email. Call me. Come to my house, look me in the eye, and ask me what you're gonna ask me. You can't. You can't look me in the eye, so you hide behind an email to ask things that are morally wrong, or asking too much, or that you show up, look me in the face, ask me if you want me to host your fake charity event. People are can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a favor? I'm come over and ask me. Come, can you do it to my face? Show up to my house and ask me if I want to do 10 minutes on your show in Pasadena, even though I know you were saying crazy things about me in the pandemic. I have the screen grabs. Come to my house, put in the 2 gate codes, look me in the eye and ask me. You can't. If someone cannot ask you something in person, looking you in the eye, the answer should be no. This will fix a lot of things. I'm telling you, okay? Look me in the eye and ask me to do your podcast. Even though I've done it twice already, you asked me the same questions both times.
What is it like being a female
comedian? No one is impressed when you keep going despite struggle. It drives me nuts when people get credit because they were I've been struggling this whole time. Yeah, everyone's struggling. Do you know what I'm saying? How about the gardeners in the Hamptons? Do they have this? And they still have to mow your lawn every day and get more Lyme and don't have health care. And we've got to stop. Can we just go back to getting attention for being better than everyone, not weaker than everyone? I can't watch men be weak. You guys, we're literally going to war soon. And we are sending messages to the enemy that men can't dance because they're tired. And listen, no one wants a martyr. No one is like, oh my God, you had Lyme disease. You were showing up every day. Like, cool. Is there an award show for self-imposed adversity? Is this like a thing? You won't stay home when you're sick and you live in a $40 million mansion. I would voluntarily get Lyme disease to be able to live in your home and stay there. When I lived in a studio apartment next to an arms dealer in West Hollywood with truly GMO cockroaches that were always wet, I went to work sick. That's when I showed up sick. Why are we paying money to go see sick people tap dance? No one wants a sick person to go to work. No one wants a sick person to go to work. And I know you're going, Whitney, you're on a tangent. This is why robots are going to replace us, because of this exact thing. Because of this exact thing. Nobody wants a sick person at work. The company will be fine. Nothing's going to fall apart if you stay home and don't come in and tell us how much emergency you've been taking. No one wants to hear about your journey to urgent care, which, by the way, is probably where you actually got sick. You were probably fine and overreacting, but sitting in the waiting room for 2 hours for the Snapchat photo is actually what got you sick. Stay home, all of you. I now look out of an office building to see people walking in, and it's just truly like a scene from The Last of Us. At this point, I'm like, hold on, why is Cindy in a hoodie? What's Cindy doing? Why is Mark carrying his mug with 2 hands? Why is Zoe walking so slowly? What's happening over here? It feels like a bug. No one wants you to come to work. No one wants to know you're sick. No one wants to hear about it. Nobody cares. Like, if you're talking about how you're physically sick, that's just how you tell everyone how you're mentally sick. Something's off, okay? We got to go back to hiding our weaknesses. People have to stop glamorizing working through being sick. Nobody wants to know. It makes you look weak, and it sets the example that men should complain, and there is just no time for that right now, okay? Look, I know jobs will only be around for a couple more months, but this is an epidemic of advertising weakness disguised as expressing vulnerability and showing up authentically. It is causing pop stars to show up with nerve damage and eternal mono. Everyone, stop it. We're in burnout. As a species, we have peak adrenal fatigue. No species gets sick this much, okay? So let's say all these illnesses are real and everyone's actually sick. We are literally all at this point like the grandpa from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and we're just broadcasting it to the rest of the world, okay? I mean, actually the sad part about Justin Timberlake is it does seem like he was trying to relax and be on vacation, but he chose the Hamptons, and that's where he got the thing that made him sick. Because also, like, Justin Timberlake could have just been like, I'm 45. Not having Lyme and being 45, and I'm tired. I can't do any more cortisone shots in my lower back, dude. I've been tap dancing since I was 4. Okay? The Disney Channel, like, I don't have an Achilles tendon left. We'd be like, sick, dude. No problem. The point is, though, he's still doing it. The people that are in charge, they can't power down. They can't stop touring. They can't be in normal society. It's like they have to be away from us, but they also need that dopamine, you know? So they think we're addicted to them, but they're addicted to us. And these are people that cannot stay in their home alone with their own thoughts. They think for us, they represent us, and they don't even like themselves. Will Smith punched a man in the face in front of truly 3 billion people, went home and went, all right, I gotta get back in the studio, write a song about how much I like pretty girls. Like,
I've heard all of your concerns, and I'm willing to address them.
And you know what? I've taken my mental health break. I took a couple days off, and I went to Branson's Island, where I hung out with Elon Musk. And now I want to write a song about how I like pretty girls, not women. I'm not going to ask anyone about this. Girls. And none of the girls in the video are bald either. Does anyone love any of these people? Jennifer Lopez. She's on another tour. What? Wasn't there a tour? What is this? Does she need miles? Is she trying to get like platinum? I don't know. If you don't go away, you can't be an interesting artist. And artists are the only thing is making this next generation like have any kind of depth or soul. And you guys are soulless because all you do is hustle and grind. But your music is meaningless. Your songs are meaningless. No one wants to listen to you sing about the fake heartbreak from the relationship you're only in to get back into the news cycle. Do they think we can't tell? We're really in trouble as a society if people can't go away for 5 minutes. What I'm saying is not just about Justin Timberlake. I think it's really about the fact that like we're addicted to dopamine. All celebrities are the most addicted. Okay. Imagine playing for 50,000 people, doing the Super Bowl live. That's what, billions of people. You can't go back to being in your mansion. It's just too boring. So when we watch people on the Super Bowl, we are enabling them from detaching from reality, and they will never be able to enjoy a moment again. These people we love so much, we're ruining their lives by being a fan of them. These people are people that are already famous, legends, statues, streets named after them. They're choreographing performances in Burbank till 4 a.m. with a bandage on. What? So you then can do it live in St. Petersburg? They're not doing it because they want to entertain you or like you. They can entertain you on YouTube or IG Live. They're doing it because they're bored. They're just trying to figure out a way to not cheat on their wives. We thought we were coming to watch you do a show. We thought we were coming to watch you like connect with us. They're just trying to not cheat. They're just trying to keep their dopamine up. Our definition of bored is so wild at this point. Justin Timberlake doing a show at the Smoothie King Arena. That's our version of sitting in traffic and calling your friend and being like, hey, what are you doing? I'm in traffic. What's up? This episode is sponsored by Smalls. If you have a cat, you know they are picky and psychic and probably one of your deceased relatives. They can tell the difference between real food and filler. Smalls makes human-grade, high-protein cat food that gently is cooked and packed with real ingredients like chicken, turkey, and beef. No byproducts, no mystery meat, no meat meal. That was in quotes, and I don't know what it is. Just real food designed to support better digestion, shinier coat. And because you know what? Nothing makes me more mad than when I see a cat who's just
some mangy,
dusty,
that
just
mange?
dry, split ends, just ashy cat. Okay, I want my cats competition ready. I want a showboat of a cat. I want glossy. I want to see my reflection shining in their tail by morning. It's backed by animal nutritionists. It's because they're all, which by the way, if they spend time talking to animal nutritionists, they had to take a lot of, they had to deal with a lot. Okay. Those people are not a walk in the park. Okay. This is tailored to your cat's profile. You tell them what your cat eats, what they love, and what they avoid. And after they go, we don't need you to tell us they avoid you. What do they avoid eating? Smalls builds a personalized sampler to find your cat's favorites and ships out good. A company that makes cats even more spoiled. I'm behind this. One of the biggest benefits cat owners report is less odor in the litter box because the food is higher quality and more. Your cat's poop is gonna smell amazing. Try it now and get 60% off your first order with free shipping at smalls.com/Whitney. That's smalls.com/Whitney. This episode is brought to you by Mint Mobile. Let's be honest, most phone plans are way more expensive than they need to be. They're scams. Mint Mobile offers premium wireless service starting at just $15 a month with unlimited talk, text, and data on the nation's largest 5G network. The way they keep prices low is simple. Mint sells plans online only. There's no retail stores, no overhead, no unnecessary markups. You order a plan, they send you a SIM card or an eSIM, and then you activate it from home. It's perfect if you want to cut your wireless bill without changing your phone or number. And also, who wants to go into a store
ever again?
Again. You go in, they're like, hey, can I get a new phone? They're like, excuse me? What kind of weirdo is going to show what happened to your phone? What happened to it? Why do you want a new one? It's just like so weird. You like hand them your phone that's like covered in like chowder and just like you're just like, do I trade it? Like, do you want it? They're like, oh, the thing you've been like that's been inside your mouth for the past 4 years that you've brought into the bathroom with you. You're like, do I give it back? Like, it's like going to a mattress store being like, hi, I'd like to buy a mattress. They're like, we're calling the police. None of these places are for you to show up and interface with us. This is like a prop. This is like a warehouse. with some posters that you're not supposed to like come in here. Are you loco? Right now, you can get 3 months of unlimited premium wireless for just $15 a month at mintmobile.com/Whitney, and they don't make you go into a creepy store. Like, what? Someone's like, I'm just headed to the phone store. I'm like, what are you doing? Drop your location, drop your pin right now. Phone store, mintmobile.com/Whitney. Upfront payment of $45 is required. Taxes and fees are extra. Speeds may slow after 35 gigabytes. Our self-care as a species is now scrolling social media, reading self-care quotes at 3 a.m. Our mental wellness is us recording videos on TikTok about what we just heard Dax Shepard say about mental wellness, and then how problematic it was that he said that, given he platformed this toxic person. We now glorify our inability to tolerate discomfort by calling it having boundaries, speaking our truth, and taking up space. No, you just think everything is about you, so you go out of your way to be offended by someone else's behavior so you can get attention for being a victim, which is pretty narcissistic, which you should know because you just did 3 IG lives about how every person you've ever dated is a narcissist just because they didn't want to keep dating you. Like, we're too in our own myopic like worlds. Therapy speak and mental health, that's all awesome. But talking about it and scrolling about it all day is so much worse for you than never having gone to therapy at all. It's like people, if you watched workout videos all day, you're actually in worse shape than if you didn't and just like walked around and did stuff. You know what I'm saying? We get our health advice at this point from either men who are lecturing us on how to live forever, but you just have to like be in an ice bath for most of the rest of your life, but like you can live forever. Like, honestly, I'd love to live less long and not force my body into thinking it's dying every day in order to stay alive. Like, we take mental health advice from doctors who want to be famous. If you're a medical professional and you want anyone that you've never met to know your name, you should have your license revoked immediately. If you want someone to know your name who didn't meet you personally and get your name verbally out of your mouth, like, no license whatsoever. You should be on like a registry, frankly. If you are a mental health professional with a publicist, you need to be on like a list. You should be able to see unregistered mental health people in your area. We are in trouble because we are getting advice, life advice from podcasters, people who, if the portable microphone had not been invented, they would be street performers. They would have like a bongo. We are taking advice from people who, if podcasting did not exist, most of these people that we listen to would be like the person like that brought like a goat to a kid's party, like that guy. But no, podcasting in Hollywood came along, and it's like the people who needed the most attention and the most dopamine are now on a pedestal with the audacity to tell us how to live and like be role models. And like, if you want to be a role model, you don't go like, I have Lyme disease. I went to only hang out with famous people in like the Hamptons and I have Lyme disease, so I can't tour. Like, this is not a victory for mental health. People whose own, okay, so entertainers, their parents didn't even want to hang out with them. Their dads left. And frankly, I would like to hear the dad's side of the story now that I see the way that this is all panning out. Okay. I get it now. I saw that apology. It was long. The dads are like, your story is all middle. Can we get a beginning? Can we get an end? Can we tighten up these stories about school today, son? People become entertainers because they didn't get attention as kids. Frankly, now that I think about it, I'm like, also, can we not? This is, I know, becoming about mental health also as well. How much attention did you need? How much attention do we all need? That's our whole thing now, is I didn't get attention as a child, so now I'm going to do that. How much? I don't know. My son just needs me there to make sure he doesn't perish. That's mostly what I'm doing. What did we want? This is our new excuse for everything. Who decides what neglected means? Who decides these things? Like when people tell you, like, you know, like people tell me, they're like, Whitney, you're avoidant. I'm like, we talk every day. Like, you're afraid of intimacy. No, I'm not afraid of intimacy. I'm not avoidant. You're just unemployed. You don't get to call employed people avoidant. If I give you everything I have left after working all day to afford my fake fire insurance in California and the funds I need to bankroll my horse bolo tie addiction, and if that's still not enough for you, maybe it's you. Maybe you need too much attention. Is it possible that the people who are posting all day about how little attention they got as children need too much attention? Everyone is in therapy. Like my parents didn't give me enough attention. Yeah. They also smoked inside the car with the windows up. Maybe you would have been better off with even less attention than you got. Okay, like what did we want from our parents? Like truly, like what did you do? Like, my dad made eye contact with me a couple times. I was like, what do you look at? Like how much intimacy did you want with your parents? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, did you really want to hang out with your mom all day and do what? They all drank. Trust me, I hung out with a drunk mom and it's not that fun. You have to tell the same story every day, which did prepare me for being a podcaster. People are like, I wasn't heard as a child. No, you were heard. You just weren't listened to. You had nothing to say. They were like, cool. What more did you need? What is this? My needs weren't met. What else did you need? What did you want to do active listening with your parents? Aren't you made it. You're alive. What do we want? Our parents, you want your parents to gaze into your eyes and like do active listening with a child. Any adult who actually listens when a child talks should be in jail. It's my job to set a good example. I'm looking for threats. I'm trying to model good behavior. I'm trying to be careful with what I say. If your parent is like hanging out with you, that's not the parent you want. Who's just like you're their friend. You're not their friend. Everyone I know who like is friends with their parents is a mess. The point is, the people who seek out fame, they needed to be seen by millions of strangers, and we saw them, we loved them. It wasn't enough for them. It wasn't enough. It's kind of time for us and the entertainers to like go our separate ways. Like we kind of just like want to be friends. We're just like, we don't really need you guys anymore. Like 21-year-olds on TikTok are telling us what's cool. Like you guys used to be what's cool, but like you're tap dancing for people when you have Lyme disease. Like we can't, your judgment is crazy. Like no 45-year-old celebrity who hangs out with their stylist and hair person all day knows what's cool. It is starting to become clear to me that entertainers who need to entertain all the time need us way more than we need them. And it's just like weird. Like, why are you coming to my town again? You were just here last year. It's just like, why are you obsessed with me? Like you're back? Like that's weird. There's something weird about it. Like you were just here. I just think we need some space. You know, like it's not you, it's me, but like, why is Justin Timberlake back? People don't need to be entertained anymore. We're truly only amused at this point by diagnosing other people with mental illnesses and finding fake wellness information to justify our bad behavior. That's what people do all day. No one's like, I didn't cheat. My love language is physical touch. Like I'm not giving this person the silent treatment. I'm just avoidant. Like, thank you, mental health industry, for giving the craziest people on the planet patronizing excuses for their behavior that make them seem smart. I'm not late. I have Asperger's. Oh, really? Is the Asperger's what made you stop and get a Starbucks on the way? Because you have a hot one in your hand. Huh? Look. The fly. Do you see it? Do you see my fly? You guys, I have managed to domesticate a fly. I got him. Here's my fly. We got my fly. This episode does have a couple breaks. I wonder if I can move my fly so you guys can see him. Oh, he'll be back. I'll move it closer. I'm just like a cartoon villain, like, voila, my fly. I just think we all need to take a breather because we're all in a collective manic episode. We're like, and then when things don't go as planned, we're like, here's my excuse. I was sick. I didn't get enough attention. I have Asperger's. He should just been like, guys, I hate these songs. I hate them. I've been singing them for 30 years. Before that, my boss was a cartoon mouse. Britney Spears had a ghostwriter write a book about me saying that I had a small D. I don't want to do this anymore. Can we normalize I don't want to do this anymore? I am not going to go on tour with my Lyme and make other people sing my songs. You know, the only way to make yourself hate your own music more is to have other people sing it at you. Or he did it and they didn't know the words. Something happened and it's not this, and you know I'm right. Let's just stop. We all need to stop. We need to stop working. We need to stop healing. We need to stop. I just want to talk about the concept of stopping for 1 second. Okay, stop scrolling and posting and listening and filming, except me, because this podcast is already 2 days late. Let's just sit with can we normalize just sitting with ourselves for 1 second? Look in the mirror and just sit. Sit alone with yourself, okay? Hear me out. Sitting alone with yourself at this point is the best show on TV. We are in such a 24/7 cycle of mass distraction and self-induced chaos that sitting in silence is Star Wars. Try it. Dude, it's like, I put my phone down. This was last night when I couldn't sleep, and I was like, this is wrong. The Lyme disease, this set me off. I put my phone down, and I actually put it in my closet because I just kept reaching for it and thinking about it. Dude, I was sitting there alone with myself, and I was like, whoa. I forgot I had a storage unit. Dude, I have a storage unit in Studio City that I forgot about.
Oh, we should do a mini doc.
I know.
When do you want to go?
Gotta find the key. We gotta find the key.
It's a mystery as well.
No, it's it's a storage unit. It has lots of stuff from my old sitcom, props and all this crazy stuff. Dude, I'm telling you, if you do sit without your phone for 10 minutes and don't, at the end of that 10 minutes, want to bunker in Arkansas and to only socialize with chickens that yield you farm fresh eggs, you might want to talk to, you know what? I'd say a doctor, but they're all on Instagram or YouTube. Oh, and we're in hell. That's the loop. You're like, oh, I need to talk to oh no, there are none.
Did you ever do any TM?
Transcendental meditation?
Yeah.
I did.
Is it much different than just shutting up and putting your phone down for 20 minutes?
Well, there's a mantra, and you have to pay someone to teach you how to close your eyes and put your phone away. And the people that I hear talk about meditation are usually on medication. It's just stop taking that thing, maybe. You know what I'm saying? You notice all the people that are meditate and whatever. I'm I know that you cheat on your wife. Why don't you just stop doing things that make you need to meditate in the first place? It's all these people here's how to sleep at night. It's men that it's here's how to sleep. I'm how about just don't cheat and you will sleep like a baby? No one has trouble sleeping unless they are riddled with guilt. What, huh? You can't sleep? And all the people here's how to sleep at night. I got your sleeping advice from the Instagram you posted at 2 a.m. Why are you up? Crawling out of a married woman's window at 2 a.m. You know what I'm saying? Most people who work really hard and do the right things when no one's watching, don't need to be I need to just relax and calm down. Just tell the truth and you'll be relaxed. Anyone who's into meditating, there's always come join me in relaxing. Come sit on these pillows and close your eyes. I'm not closing my eyes around anyone. I don't close my eyes. Nothing is less relaxing to a woman than closing her eyes when men are sitting on the floor next to them. You want me to I'm going to keep my eyes open for this meditation session if that's cool. Why do men want us to relax so bad? Why are you trying to make me calm down so much? Well, I know what to do. I have a hammock. I'm going to go garden. People relax different ways. I relax doing active things.
Yeah, physical labor.
People are I can't sleep, so I'm going to meditate. Go do stuff that makes you tired. If you relax all day, of course you're not tired when it's time for sleep. Go be useful to society. Is this making any sense? You just sat on a pillow for 20 minutes at 4 p.m. Of course you're not tired. You nap all day. People go to yoga, they're I can't, I have insomnia. I'm didn't you just go to a class where you laid down? One time I woke up, I was I'm gonna go to yoga. It was 7 a.m. and then you lie down there, lie there. I'm I just did this for 8 hours. Stop trying to make me relax. When I'm tired, I'll go to sleep. Not all of us are designed to go to bed at 10 p.m. Do things. That's a bad answer. This is gonna get me in trouble. If it works for you, fine. Anyone who's like forcing you to relax, like nothing is, it's like when someone, it's literally, to me, meditation is a guy going, relax, calm down. But there's like a pillow involved and like I have to pay money to go to a class. I have to go park in a parking lot. The whole point, I'm only meditating to undo the stress that happened of getting to the meditation class. Just go sit outside. Listen, close your eyes. You don't need a mantra. Do whatever you need to do. I just call it processing. What relieves stress for me is just time alone, going like, did I do that thing? Did I do that thing? Journaling, just journal, write it down. I don't know. That's what relaxes me. Doing things that need to be done, not sitting around trying to think about nothing. What? But anyway, meditation. Give me a statistic. Give me a study. Throw me a study about why I'm wrong.
You want the hard stats on meditation?
Tell me what the meditation people cooked up in the lab about how good meditation is. Please tell me the Stanford study. Tell me the study that all the workaholics who never meditate did with their study. When they had a bunch of people that could afford to go to Stanford come in and be in a study and pretend they were stressed out and then meditate with all hungover and tell me how meditation helped them. Please.
I would love some objective results on a meditation study.
Please.
It's all self-reporting. There is no quantifiable way. Anyone who's bothering to tell you how their meditation went, biased.
The only people I know that struggle with relaxing or sleeping are podcasters who frankly should feel guilty for taking the money given the product they're putting out. They should be losing sleep at night.
Must be the guilt.
All the people that are shilling these fake vitamins at you all day. I'm like, oh no. Yeah, you should be worrying about the DOJ investigation that's coming down the pike in 5 years. The guy who's like, yeah, I take blood from my son, but I can't sleep at night. Yeah. It's the only appropriate thing. That's the only thing that makes sense that you've said to me. I think that scrolling on the internet is actually a meditative state at this point. Like, I'm not taking in information. I'm in a little bit of a nothing. When I think about nothing, the only time I ever feel like I'm thinking about nothing is when I'm scrolling the internet. Because it's like the chaos is all canceling. It's just, it's white noise, visual.
But it's kind of overwriting stuff that you're retaining in your mind that isn't at the front of your mind.
Retaining? That's over. What? There's no retaining anymore. I haven't retained something in years. What are you talking about? Ask me what I did yesterday, Pat.
Yeah. It was probably overwritten by a Bigfoot sighting.
Pat, I actually can't tell you. We don't have memories anymore because we've outsourced remembering things to our phone. I'll look through my phone and be like, whoa, I did that. Yes. I have no recollection because I'm not present in the moment when I'm doing it because I'm documenting it. And then the only time I know what happened yesterday is when I'm in my phone looking at what happened yesterday.
And your new memories are competing with the phone to actually commit anything to memory.
Correct. So if I haven't, I'm literally take pictures of things so that I'm Memento. I'm the guy from Memento. I'm like, take a picture. My hippocampus is being charged currently and has my credit card behind it. So retaining isn't even a thing anymore. So it's just like, what are we meditating for? To relax from doing, what have we done? We haven't done anything except to remember to try to remember existing. That's the only thing we're doing. How taxing is that? You're just reminding your phone to live for you. Mm-hmm. How hard can it be?
Yeah.
Just like, hey, we're pressing, we are truly just in Skinner's spot. We're just pressing buttons to try to simulate our, document the life we're pretending to have.
Mm-hmm. You know that show Naked and Afraid?
No, yes.
So they go to great lengths on Naked and Afraid to strip people down, put them someplace difficult,
sure,
and watch the drama unfold.
Sure.
I think you could take pretty much anybody under the age of 35 and take away their phone only and put them on the far side of the town that they live in and just follow them around with a camera crew until they find their way home, because they will have troubles.
I checked out at 35. You're like, I don't even believe ages are real, because someone who's 35 if they've been on their phone all day, they're emotionally, there's absolutely no emotional maturity. Whereas my niece, who's 18, she hasn't been on social media. She has a camera that you take to the thing. She's 85 years old. I was talking to her and I was like, so tell me what happened at Normandy again? Like, ages are so backwards at this point. Like, I don't even know. I am taking care of people emotionally who are 45 years old. I have girlfriends that are still looking for their phone chargers at Coachella. It ended 3 months ago. And they're like, where's my charger? I can't into my thing. And I want to date this guy. He's in the NBA. And I'm like, you're truly 45 years old. And then my 18-year-old niece is like, did I show you the photo of her reading a book by the pool? She was reading a book.
For enjoyment.
I don't even know. I don't even think it was that. She didn't post it, nothing. We went to the Grove and she went in and she had a book, Agatha Christie. I was like, what is this? What is this?
Yeah.
What is this? What is this?
How do you charge that thing?
Last time I bought a book that wasn't vintage for show or a collector's item, it was a thing you can hide things in. It was a fake book that you put in your library so you can hide, I guess, keys to storage units if you can find those. I just feel like we're in a little bit of a jam, all right? And this mental wellness thing on social media, which is rooted in tell everyone your sickness, tell everyone your diseases, kind of feels like something someone who would want to make a bioweapon would want to know about your vulnerabilities. You know what I mean? We're all like, here's my mental illness, here's my physical illness, here's what I'm allergic to. You're just making yourself very easy to kill. And I believe it is my job to stop giving the future robots who are already going to replace you all the information on your vulnerabilities. You know what I'm saying? Remember, I think it was last episode I talked about like give Alexa conflicting information to cancel out. I don't know. I don't know if Justin Timberlake actually has Lyme disease. I do know that if I needed to handle Justin Timberlake, I'd have some better ideas now on what to do. That's all I'm saying. Okay, we spend all this time going, I need to protect my health and my mental health and I need to get an ice bath. I feel like all these mental health professionals be like, keep your diagnoses to yourself. If the richest people in the world can't not get Lyme disease, we all have to take a good hard look at ourselves. Why would that happen? What is the point of being rich or successful if you can't stop doing the thing that got you there? The whole people that aren't in Hollywood, they work and they look forward to retiring. The whole point is to stop working at some point. We're now just working ourselves for the love of the game, right? There is something fascinating to me that you work so hard to become this thing and then you can't stop doing the thing that got you there, even though you're so rich that, and even when you do try to take a break, you are brainwashed in some weird way or so addicted to fame and power and being away from regular people that when you do go relax and try to take a break, a blood-sucking fat spider pukes up old blood from a deer into your brain and you have to write apologies for, you're apologizing to people that, you're apologizing? You're a legend. Why are you apologizing? Why is anyone apologizing for anything that's not a crime? Okay, what is it all for? Okay, it doesn't get bigger than Justin Timberlake and J-Lo, and they're groveling. What's happening? Imagine being alive in the 1600s, milking cows and working in a coal mine and trying to figure out why your kids' arms keep falling off and being like, I just wish I was alive in the future when all these problems were solved. And someone from 2025 was like, oh, hey, in 2025, people are getting stress-related diseases who live in mansions. They're like, oh, wait, you still have to, what? Huh? People who can pay all their bills? Wait, milk gets delivered to you? You don't have to get a disease from the cow in order to get the milk from the cow to survive? They're like, hold on, your kids' fingers stay on their hands? They don't just fall off, right? Their nose just doesn't fall off when you try to kiss them goodnight because of some disease we'll never be able to identify? They're like, oh, no, this is 2025. We can cover all of our needs to survive. We just work all the time for the fans. They're like, the who? The fans. They need us. We do it to bring joy to the fans. What? I feel like the fans are going to be fine. Huh? The fans are fine. They live at a time with antibiotics. Why are entertainers always trying to do things for the fans? No, you're not. No, you're not. If you love your fans so much, why can't you fly commercial and see them, say hi? Name one of your fans' names. Just one. Name one. You do it for the fans? Then why is your merch $120? Your job is to project joy and strength, not only to your fans, but to the world. No one wants to be reminded about how humans are all just trash bags full of blood who are one bug bite away from never being able to dance again. Okay? Your job is to be talented and strong and good and then hide if you need to when you're not. No one wants a reminder about how humans are just trash bags full of blood, and no matter how rich and how famous and how talented you are, a single vampire vermin can just take you out while you're driving your $250,000 rustic mint green Bronco around Southampton. It's a bummer. No amount of $7 pears or $12 cherries can protect you from the bugs who are just waiting to bite through the thinnest skin on your body. No one wants to think about that. The self-tanner you secretly put on at night won't even deter these bugs. No one wants to know about that. You know what? Shut up. China's watching. Russia's watching. Okay? Can everyone, 2 weeks, let's just experiment not bragging about how sick we are. Let's see what happens. Let's just see what happens. You know, and this is why Trump wins. The guy's doctor is like the head of the Fire Festival medical team. And he's like, I feel great. There's no way. There's no way that guy feels great. There is no way. Okay? I don't condone lying. I do condone omitting. This is why I love my boyfriend. He is riddled with arthritis. Has to put his socks on when he's lying down. Never complains about it. Stop trying to entertain us and then feeling awful no one wants to be entertained. Read the room. We don't want to feel joy. We want to live in constant anxiety and panic. Read the room. We want to feel important. We want to feel superhuman. We want to feel like we can change ourselves if we just do this and drink this tea and have this acai berry. Stop reminding us that even one of the richest people in the world is mortal who can be taken out by a bug. How dare you? We don't want to come to your show. We don't want to have watched you struggle for us. Okay? We already think you're an industry plant. And they don't get Lyme disease. I just need a way out of here. I'm just trying to. And also, you can't do this and have a song called Cry Me a River. Can't have both. You have to be funny at your shows. You don't get to, if you're going to go to the audience because you're sick, put the kiss cam on the fancy boxes. Never thought I'd say this. Chris Martin knows what to do. I don't hear him complain. Don't know anything about him. I don't think he can even dance. And he definitely has Lyme disease. Look at him. He hangs out with his... Dude, you know how many people have Lyme disease you will never hear talk about it? I don't know. I just have to get out of here. Whatever the last funny thing was. Anyway, I promise next week we will have segments and we will talk about many topics. But this just really hit me sideways that I have to pity another millionaire. Is anyone sick of pitying millionaires because they have a disease that you can only get if you're a millionaire? It turns out Justin Timberlake is actually the best example and the most, has delivered the most profound example of what can solve this epidemic that I've been talking about. He just showed us how you gotta know when to call it. And we are an epidemic of not knowing when to call it. Justin Timberlake didn't know when to call it, so then it's this. And then now I gotta have Lyme disease. Know when to call it. I know when to call it. which is why I'm done speaking. I know you got to know when to call it. Don't ride elephants.
Give it.
Bye-bye.